How's it going, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. So today is Thursday. If I uploaded this video, it's gonna be Friday. If you're new to the channel, I'm Brexer and I create content anything Yu-Gi-Oh and everything Yu-Gi-Oh. So what we're gonna talk about today is the Synchro Festival. 2 days after the start of the Synchro Festival, I have been grinding those rewards until I get the crystals that I need to buy me a new pack. So I've been testing out decks from Dark Lords, Despias, and even some unorthodox decks that can even burn. Got me a few wins, but not as consistent as this deck that I'm gonna show you guys. Well, let's go on to Master Duel and check the deck out. So the deck is, if you can see most of my cards, it is Unchained. So Unchained here, guys, works perfectly in Synchro Festival. When you might think, why is such a big deal? Because of course, Unchained only revolves around their monsters, which having 1,500 or 3,000 attack points on the field, and it's easy to summon a level 8 monster to your side of the field just by destroying one monster at a time, or even a magic or trap. So what does this deck accomplish? Well, if you are been playing as much as me in the Synchro Festival, you have noticed that there are a ton of players who are using even the loner decks, True Draco decks, and also Virtual World. So this deck has two phases. One, it can even switch from your normal monsters, which can do a ton of damage doing an OTK, or it can even do a Synchro Summon. So let's go into the deck and check on why this unorthodox deck can get you a lot of wins in the Synchro Festival. So first off, we are going with Red Resonator. So 2 copies of Red Resonator and Crimson Resonator, just because they are tuners. And of course, once Red Resonator is on the field, it can use its effect where it can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand. If ever you want to even special summon your level 8 with your tuner monster, you can even go to your even Baron the Floor, which can negate and destroy monsters on your opponent's side of the field. It's that easy to special summon your level 8, especially when you're using the Unchained deck. And next up, we have your 3 Ash Blossoms, because of course you are going against True Dracos and Virtual World, or even if your opponent is using the loner decks, they get a lot of cards from the deck and add that card to their hand, or throw it on the graveyard, or summon it on the field. Ash Blossom is needed when it comes to the Synchro Festival. Next up, we have the Dark Spirit of Banishment. So this card is pretty much useful. What this card does is you can send this card from your hand, field, to the graveyard, then target one level 8 fiend monster in your graveyard, special summon it to your side of the field. And if you do, change the attack target to it and perform damage calculations. So if ever a True Draco monster which has only a 2,400 or 2,100 attack attacks a monster, you can disjoint the attack onto Abominable Unchained. So this card is really good when it comes to the Unchained deck. So 3 copies of this is a must. And if ever if this card is in your graveyard and then one level 8 monster is sent to the graveyard, you can get this card and add it back to your hand, or recycling the effect all over again. So that's that. And next we have, of course, the Unchained monsters that you need. So we have 3 copies of the Unchained Aruha, 3 copies of Raikea, 3 copies of Sarama, and also 1 copy of a Kaiju. A Kaiju is needed for this deck because there are some Synchro monsters, or even some of the True Dracos that is very annoying when it comes to when it's on the field. So having that tributed and then doing your combo is pretty much useful. So that's that. And of course, your level 8 and only level 8 monsters, the Abominable Unchained Soul. So that is your monsters, guys. Let's move on to your Magic and Trap. So with this, I'm going with 2 Dark Holes, and of course 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, because of course you are going against a Virtual World or a True Draco deck from time to time as you get more rewards in the festival. So a Harpy's Feather Duster or a Dark Hole is needed. Next up, 1 copy of Monsterborn Abomination's Prison, 3 copies of that, 2 copies of Cold by the Grave, 2 copies of Forbidden Droplet, just because you can negate the monster's effect and of course half its attack. 3 copies of Escape of the Unchained, and of course your Abominable Chamber of the Unchained. So that is your main deck, guys. So with regards to your extra deck, guys, what are the key monsters that you need in your extra deck? Some of the monsters are actually optional, but I prefer a copy of Baron the Floor, Ravenous Crocodile Dragon, and also a Mistworm. So I've seen most of the time players use the loner decks, which is also good. Pretty much the best deck by far in the festival. But oh yeah, like I said, it takes time to do a combo and get your ace monsters on your side of the field. Where in Unchained monsters, you just have to destroy the monster and then spell summon your level 8 and then just do an attack. It can even do an OTK. Well, that's it. If you want to try the deck out, go ahead. It's pretty nice, it's pretty good, and it's pretty legit when you're using this in the Synchro Festival. So, yeah, I've gone to 15,300 for the rewards. I already got all the rewards just because of this deck alone. Try this deck out and it is pretty much legit. So that is the content for today, guys, of the Master Duel. Feel free to subscribe if you are interested for more contents in the near future. And of course, if I miss anything in this content, just tag me in the comment section below. And of course, thank you so much, and I appreciate your liking and commenting and subscribing for this channel. So this is me signing off. Good luck, guys. Have a great day and goodbye.
Challenge accepted.
No.